How's it going, everyone? Got a couple of PlayStation Plus rumors that I do want to go over in this video. One game, and a big one at that, is being rumored to getting added. One that I had speculated would be getting added at some point. We'll talk about that, and also, Reset Era user Modis, very keen as far as potentially discovering another game that will be headed to PlayStation Plus, probably in the extra tier. We'll talk that in a little bit, but this, I am shocked at how this person put two and two together, but fascinating stuff. I'll get to that in a second. First of all, there is an image circulating on social media that Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart looks to be getting added to PlayStation Plus a premium or extra at some point, probably the extra tier because it's a game that's already out and it's not one of those classic titles. So this image is circulating online, and this is getting a lot of people to think that Ratchet and Clank will be added at some point. I had speculated that Ratchet would be getting added sometime in the fall, given that it would be a major addition that would keep people subscribed for an additional month. Remember, they launch with a bunch of heavy hitters already in the PlayStation Plus extra tier. You had Demon's Souls, you had Returnal, Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Ghost of Tsushima Director's Cut. However, they definitely needed to keep a couple of things in the back pocket just so they can add it to Plus at some point to keep those subscriptions rolling. That's the name of the game. They want to keep you subscribed, and that's why they do monthly refreshes in hopes for you, in hopes that, you know, consumers are going to stay subscribed for an additional month. I know for a lot of you guys, you signed up for a year, maybe you stacked a bunch of time when we went over that, you know, workaround that you could take advantage of, but you have to remember that for a lot of people that just go on PlayStation and they just see month to month, see what's up, and they're not, you know, following everything online. They just see a new PlayStation Plus has launched and they're like, okay, let me sign up for a month, see how it is, and they go month to month. A lot of people do that. I know for a lot of you guys that are going with yearly subscriptions, yeah, value-wise, that probably makes all the sense in the world, but for a lot of people, it's sign up for a month, play the games you want to play, and then unsubscribe, and then at some point, if something does get added, or if the monthly refreshes are good, you keep that subscription rolling. A lot of people don't want to drop whatever it is, $100 a year, $120 a year, right out the gate, like right all at once, to subscribe to PlayStation Plus Extra or Premium, so you want additions like a Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. Sackboy: A Big Adventure, I believe, is not available as a part of the extra tier either, so that would be a pretty notable addition at some point. So those are the two obvious games that I feel like Sony just has in their back pocket to add to PlayStation Plus at some point to incentivize people to keep their subscriptions rolling. I'm probably forgetting about a couple games. Obviously, you do have Horizon, you do have Gran Turismo 7. Those titles I don't see getting added to Plus anytime in the near future. Maybe, you know, 9 months from now, I could see GT7 getting added, Horizon getting added, but I don't see that being anytime in the near future. So when you're looking at, you know, games that came out a year ago, 16 months ago, you're looking at Ratchet, you're looking at Sackboy: A Big Adventure. Obviously, if you can work out a deal with a third party and get one of those big titles as a part of Plus Extra, like let's say Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, I think that would be a pretty notable addition if you could get that into PlayStation Plus Extra, or whatever you want to do. You know, games like Red Dead Redemption 2 are already on there. That's a notable addition, but as far as first party goes, you're really looking at Rift Apart and Sackboy: A Big Adventure from what I can tell. So we'll see if that ultimately comes to fruition. Look, it's a foregone conclusion, I think, at some point Ratchet will be getting added. It's more of a matter of when rather than if, and I would have to think that it'll be sometime in the latter portion of the year, but maybe it'll be a little bit sooner. Like, this service just launched, you want to keep the momentum rolling. It looks like July's gonna have a solid lineup of PlayStation Plus Essential titles with Crash Bandicoot 4, Ratchet and Clank dropping sometime in July, August, September. That makes sense to me, and let's see if it will happen, because Ratchet's a great game. I loved it. I paid $70 for it, but paying $70 for a game that was, you know, 10 to 12 hours long, less than 15 hours to platinum the game, I can see why a lot of people would be like, okay, that's a game that I'm not going to pay full price for. And even now, a year later, it's still going for like $40. Just gonna be a bit of a hard sell for a lot of people. Alright, moving on from that, another note on PlayStation Plus in regards to a potential game that could be hitting the service in August, and that is Rollerdrome. Now, this rumor began over on Reset Era. Game Rant has a nice rundown that's pretty easy to follow. The rumor started by user Modus before spreading to other social media sites as noted on Game Rant. Take it with a grain of salt, but this is in regards to Stray also coming to PlayStation Plus, because Stray will be launching on the third Tuesday of July, that being July 19th at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. This is noteworthy because the PlayStation Store shows when a game launches, and it's usually a midnight launch. However, this one is listed as an 11 a.m. early launch. Rollerdrome, also, remember that game was at the State of Play, and it appears on the PlayStation Store with an early launch time as well, and a confirmed release date of August 16th. Would you look at that? It's the third Tuesday of the month. The PlayStation Plus Extra refreshes happen around the midway point of the month. Stray is a little bit later than the midway point of the month, but I would still say the 19th is about the midway point, pretty close to it. And Stray's already been confirmed that that will be a PlayStation Plus Extra title, so all of those things lining up, which honestly, credit to that Reset Era user, because putting two and two together like that, like I would have never noticed that, but that was spreading through social media a little while ago, and Rollerdrome itself looks like a pretty cool game. Really, really slick art style with this one. A third-person action shooter that seamlessly blends a high-octane visceral combat with fluid movement and tricking mechanics into one complementary and challenging whole to create an original adrenaline-pumping shooter experience like no others. Again, this is scheduled for a release on August 16th. Very interesting art style, some slowdown mechanics as well, a test of skill, take on a unique challenge throughout the Rollerdrome tournament, establish your dominance on the field with online leaderboards, and push yourself to the limit with the unlockable Out for Blood mode for the most extreme test of skill and agility. It is a single-player game, and seems to have some pretty interesting gameplay mechanics as well, and this game coming more so on my radar recently, but looks like a game that I think a lot of people would be interested in, and I imagine that this is going to be, the level of game that is going to be arriving to PlayStation Plus day one. Maybe Rollerdrome won't be one of those games, but you're looking at games like Stray, $20 to $30, $35 games. I wouldn't be expecting a lot of $50 to $60 new releases getting added to Plus right away. Rather, some low-key new releases, a Rollerdrome, a Stray, games at that level. I mean, Xbox Game Pass does that a lot as well. They do that actually quite a bit, where you have these lower-key titles like a Citizen Sleeper, excuse me, I was about to say Star Citizen. Star Citizen ain't on Game Pass, but a Citizen Sleeper, games at that level getting added to a subscription service, and it just gives subscription services a little bit more depth, and for games that, are not gonna probably sell millions upon millions of copies, for them, it's an opportunity to have some guaranteed revenue off a game right out the gate. More people playing your game makes all the sense in the world, so take that with a grain of salt for now, but I thought that was quite interesting, and again, credit to that Reset Era user, because that is a pretty keen thing to point out. Good on that person. So that's gonna do it for me. Again, these are just rumors that are circulating. As far as Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, again, I think it's a matter of when rather than if, and I do think it'll be happening this year. So that's why, if you are a subscriber, if you do play your games through the subscription service, I know some people just want to buy their games and own it, but Ratchet's one of those games. Yeah, it's super easy to recommend. It's a fantastic game, one of the technical showcases of the PlayStation 5, but at this stage of the game, might be better off holding out for it to get added to PlayStation Plus. And then again, in the case of Rollerdrome, something to keep an eye on as well. That's going to do it for me. Sound off with all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.